This ain't going to be a consistent thing. There will be new stuff all the time, with the exception of course, the Star Trek Online, which will be, I guess I'll be consistent. We'll see. That being said, I do have something planned for that, and there's something new coming out for that in the fall, but we'll talk about that later. Alright, Project Highrise. This is, of course, a game where you, well, pretty much make a high-rise building. If you've ever played Sim Tower, or as it was called on the tablet, like the Google and Android tablet deals, Ute Tower. That's basically what this is. You make a deal, and I probably will need the tutorials because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I do have a few mods here, which I'm going to activate now. What do we got? I do have a few mods. Is this okay? Yeah, I have the Longshore Seafood Grill. I have a McDonald's. I have a journalism and writer's office. I have a private eye office. I have an arcade. I have a Tim Hortons, which I don't live in Canada, so I don't have any information, or I don't know anything about that. I have a small late night diner. I have a Waffle House, and I have a Starbucks, The McDonald's and the Starbucks, I don't think you'll see until late game. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to do these tutorials since I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Hello, you must be the new architect. Welcome. What's that? You say this is your first time on a construction site? Well, I'm the construction supervisor around here. Let me get you up to speed. I'll get you up to speed in no time, boss. Let me start by showing you around the site. Okay, good. The stream's still going. I always want to come over to check just to make sure. All right. First you'll know. I'm failing at reading this evening. First, you'll need to know how to get around the site. You can move your view by holding down your left mouse button, dragging the view around, and if you don't use a mouse, which can be kind of weird because you kind of need it, but whatever. Okay, but if you don't use a mouse, you can also use the WASD key. Try moving the view around. Yep, that's the WSD keys, and of course this is dragging the mouse. Very good. You'll need to zoom in to see more details or zoom back out by using the mouse scroll wheel. You could also use the Q and E on your keyboard, which of course Q and E, and of course the mouse scroll wheel. Woo! There's just zoom really in there. Alright, ready to build? We have some empty space on the upper floor. Let's build a new office there so we can have more rent money coming in. So what do you want? We'll need to add a new empty click the office building at the bottom. That's this thing. So what do we got? Let's pick an office size. Right now only small office spaces are available. Of course, we only can fit a small office space. Now place it in the empty spot highlighted in the green, which is this right here. Let's get rid of that. Alright, did you see the notification on the office? It means you have a vacancy and we should have a tenant. Find a tenant to fill it. Click on the office. A few different types of tenants could occupy this small office. Let's pick the insurance agents because they're the least demanding. So what do we got? Insurance offices, accounting, legal, creative. Oh, there's my journalism and writing one. Also, there's my private eye one, which of course I installed. But like I said, I'll probably put those in. In my actual game, the journalism and the journalism one and the private eye. But for right now, I'm just gonna do what you want. Several tenants are applying for this vacancy. Mouse over them to see more information and pick any one from the list. For example, you can pick the first one. So, pays rent, $105 a day. Build cost, negative Bill costs 100. needs an electrical line, and expects a copy service. Expects a copy service. They all expect copy services, but for right now, oop. Alright. Got it, boss. Our team of construction workers is building out the office space. Let's wait till they're done. This might be a good time to talk about the game speed. To speed up the game, click the arrow button on the lower left corner. You can also use the number key 2 on your keyboard. That's this right here. Alright, let's return to normal speed. Great, you're catching on quickly. One more hint. You can also pause or unpause the game by clicking the pause button or by hitting the space bar on your keyboard. Feel free to try it out and then click continue when you're ready. Yep, there's pause. Let's have a look. There's our electrical deal. There's our construction. What's this? Well, little diner there. Alright, let's continue. Alright. Now that we've filled that space, we should start expanding the building. Right, boss? We have to build out more floor space. So, I guess that's this. Now, select the new floor. Alright. So let's have a look at our building information. Building width is 12 tiles, max of 100 tiles. Building height, 2 floors, max of 20 floors. Floor area is 36 tiles and the max of 2,000 tiles. Okay, basement depth is 1 floor. Public plaza area is 0 tiles. So you're not adding new floor tiles. Fill the grid area with the floor pieces. That's okay. Well done. Don't forget to right click to exit the build mode. While our builders are working on the new floor, we're going to hook up the electricity because all tenants need power. Alright. What you see now is the utility view of your building. Click the electricity. That's okay. Click the electricity button. That's this. What's this one? Remove the lines. So we gotta put. Yeah. Now hook up your floors to the existing wiring. Start from the left and connect all floor tiles one by one. Alright. There we go. There. Well done. Electricity is hooked up. Right click again to exit the utility placement. Oh, might help I unpause it so they can actually, build the floors. Alright. Should we add a restaurant? Your tenants will appreciate a nice lunch spot. Click on the restaurant button. Okay. What do we got? Small restaurants. We don't have enough for anything else. So, there we go. There. Finally, you'll need a new tenant for this new vacancy. So you remember how. Starts by clicking on the vacancy and selecting a new tenant. So, food court restaurants. So we have cafes, donut shops, and there's that small late night diner, which I talked about. That being said, go to Quality Soups. So they pay $125 per day, and the bill cost is $125. And of course, they need the electrical line that we put in. Great, the workers will build the restaurant in no time. There's one more thing we should learn about construction, and that is how to add whole new floors. Follow me to the top of your building. This building is not very tall, so we're going to add a new floor and connect it up to the elevators and utilities. First, click the build button as you did before. That's this one right here. And new floor button. So I want to have a look here. Oh, well, building staff, trash, bins, doors. Okay. Well, for right now, let's just add the floor pieces. Alright, now place the floor tiles all across the roof of your building. When you're done, don't forget to right click to exit the build mode. Okay. There's one more snag. However. Our construction workers can't get there. Let's extend the elevator to get to the new floor. Click the build button. Yeah, might need the Build cost is negative 300. Upkeep is negative 50 per day, and it can only be placed in an empty lobby. Right. We can extend elevators by stacking them on top of each other. Place a new elevator in the marked spot. There we go. Each floor also needs utilities in order to hook up a new floor. You have to place a utility closet first, and then you can extend the power lines across the floor. Click on the utilities button. So, I'm guessing wiring closets, electrical transformers. I'm guessing these are the electrical transformers. But for right now, yes, used to route electrical, phone, and cable conduit, TV conduits between floors. So finally place it in the selected spot. It will automatically hook up to the floor below it. Then right-click to exit the placement mode. All right. And now we hook up electricity on this entire floor like we did before. Click continue when you're ready. Okay, click the utilities button. Click the electricity button. And now lay down the electrical wiring on every tile of this entire floor, starting from the left. I guess the elevator does not need it. All set. Don't forget to right-click out of the utilities mode. Well done. Now you know the basics of high-rise construction. There's more to learn, but you'll learn that on the job. Good luck. All right, you can look around this floor. Continue to exit to the main. Yeah, I don't think I need that anymore. So what is our next? Okay, building. Building seems easy enough. What's the rest of it? You've got tenants, prestige, disrepair, and the user interface. I'm sorry. Who did you say you are? Oh, you're the new owner. Please excuse me. No one told me you're here. Good help is hard to find. This one moment I have to finish up this call. As the building supervisor, I have to deal with all kind of tenant problems. Actually, maybe you can help. Along the way, I can show you how our building operates. Let's see. What's first on our list? Yes, this tenant is rather unhappy. Looks like they need a phone connection in their office. Let's hook it up before they get upset and move out. Okay, utilities. So, yeah, electricity, phone, cable, TV, water, and gas. We need the phone. All right, great. Now select the phone. Yeah, this is going to work like the electricity. Now connect the office by laying down the phone line. Starting from the electrical closet on the right-hand side, and boom. Phone lines show up as a dashed line, which indicates it's not providing utilities. We need to fix that. We'll fix that next. Right-click out of the utility mode. We connected the phone line to the office, but it's not connected to the outside world. We'll have to have at least one phone switchboard in the building to provide phone service. Utility connectors belong in the basement. This building has plenty of room. Click on the utilities build button again. So, the arrow's pointing at the smallest and cheapest phone switchboard. Select it. That's this thing. And we'll place it right next to this cabinet, which I'm not entirely sure why there's a ground line down here, but whatever. We have a little bit of space in the basement. Place it there. Boom. Alright. That's perfect. The phone switchboard will power up 10 offices that need a phone connection. Other utilities will need other types of connections, of course. How's the tenant doing? Much better. Much better, it seems. Well, let's see what's next on the list. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go and get some more coffee. Let me switch back over to the game and unpause it. Okay. How's the tenant doing? Much better, it seems. Very well. Let's see what's next on the list. Let's see who's unhappy in this building. Click on the overlay button in the upper left corner of your screen. I guess that's this. Now select the satisfaction overlay. Well, I can already tell you somebody not happy right here. Oh, we found another unhappy tenant. I wonder why they're upset. Click on the overlay again to turn it off. Okay, now click on the tenant and let's see what they're unhappy about. Okay. Well. Okay, there we go. This tenant needs a bottled water service, which does not exist in our building. Tenants will often demand special services and amenities, especially if they're paying a lot in rent. So, bottled water services. So, apparently they don't use the sink. Alright, let's build the service again. Right click to close the tenant info.log. We'll continue. So, services live in a separate section of the build menu. Click on the services button. That's this thing. And this one. Bottled water services. Courier service, often deployed, not present, no demand. So, not present, even though it says, I don't know why it says no demand when someone's actually wanting it, but these are all the services you can build. During the tutorial, only one's available. Bottled water delivery. Select it from the list. Okay, so apparently from the looks of it, these services all go in the basement. Conveniently, we just have to happen to have an empty spot in the basement. Place the service there. Whoops. Alright. While the work is build the new service, let's take a look at our finances. Click the cash readout on the bottom of the screen. This is our daily cash flow. Rent money comes in every day at midnight, and then expenses and construction costs get subtracted. Right click to close this dialog. Money comes from tenants who pay rent. Click any office or restaurant to find out more. So the amount of daily rent on the right shows how much money they'll pay every day. This amount can be adjusted up or down, which impact both your bottom line and their happiness. Right click to close when you're ready. Alright, thanks for the help. I'm glad you stopped by and were able to talk about our budgets and tenant happiness. Make sure to use the overlays to inspect the building on a regular basis and click the tenants to find out if they're happy and what they want. Okay, the tutorial's over. You can look around or click. All right. So what's next? I might have to go into the Steam Workshop for this sometime and go onto the Steamworks and see about what other mods I can download, what other rooms are uploaded. But of course, what was I going to say? I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. But of course, some of the rooms are like big rooms, like the Starbucks and the McDonald's. They take up quite a bit of big space, and I don't think we'll get those till later. Prestige. Learn about increasing the prestige of your building and unlocking new opportunities. Yep, building looks bigger. Still has a few offices. There's a water cooler. Right. Okay, so I guess people can walk through these closets. These electrical and outlets and such. Hello again. Welcome back. Our tenants seem to be very happy. They're paying rent on time, which is a great first step. Now that our budget is stable, let's talk about prestige. Prestige is what separates famous buildings from mediocre ones. Most importantly, high prestige will attract high-end tenants who are willing to pay more in rent, so the higher your prestige, the better. You currently have 0 prestige, as you can see on the bottom of bottom of the screen. One way to increase prestige is to increase your population so that more people know about your build. Let's grow this building to have 20 population, which will increase our prestige. Add 2 more small offices to your building and we'll continue once they move in. So 2 more small offices. I really want electrical and a phone line. Let me have a look at the... just to make sure. Yeah. Don't want to do that just yet because I don't... Alright. And... do we have the electrical... Okay, we do have the electrical lines. Maybe we should speed this up just a little bit. Oh, no. Okay. Well done. Look at your prestige counter at the bottom of the screen. You now have 1 prestige point thanks to your building size. You can mouse over it to get more information, and then let's continue when you're ready. So, what do we got? +1 for having 20 population, more at 40 population. 0 at artworks and have tenants, 0 from completing special contracts, and -0 from move-outs and evictions. Alright. As you probably noticed, this has also unlocked some new build options in the button in the bottom menu. For example, you can now decorate your hallways with wallpaper and furniture. As you gain more prestige, more types of build options will become available, so keep an eye on them. Feel free to explore your new build options, and let's continue when you're ready. So, what exactly did we... Movers office. Cool. A mover's office is relocation of tenants. So we got vending machines and shushan stations. We got like decorative things. I'm not entirely sure. It says extra large holiday decoration. Can I actually put this up here? It's... My lobby is not big enough. Alright, and this medium, large. Modern sculptures. I don't think my lobby is going to be built big enough to put any of this stuff down. And yeah, it's not. Oh well. Another way to increase our prestige is by further redecorating and improving our image in the eyes of the city. Let's get an interior decorator on the case. Click on the consultants button at the bottom. Yeah, click on the consultants button at the bottom. So, construct an office for an interior decorator to unlock the consultant upgrades on the aesthetics track. So where can we put this? Alright, I guess... yeah. Great, now that we have a consultant, they'll help us with some of our influence on upgrading the building. Click on the influence counter at the bottom of the screen. The room's not been made yet. This dialogue shows the various consultants you can hire and what they can do for us. The interior decorator office offers various aesthetic upgrades. Right now we only have enough influence to unlock a small artwork. So it's free, costs 10 influence, and very good. We spent 10 influence points, but we unlocked access to a small variety of art pieces. Let's use them to improve your lobby. Click on the art button below. So, do I have something I can actually put in now? Ooh, plazas. But I don't think So, art is not cheap, but I'm sure tenants will appreciate what we do for them. Now pick one of the small art pieces and place it in your bin, for instance, in the lobby. So, sculptures, let's place a painting. Right there. Things are starting to look much better, don't you think? I don't know if you noticed, but your prestige has increased by 1 point. Art pieces are a way to boost your prestige, your building prestige, and prestige unlocks new abilities. Alright. To recap, interior decorators are just one type of consultant. Your influence points come from happy tenants, and then consultants help you spend the influence points on various types of building improvements. When you have some time, try building another one as well. This tutorial is over, and you can... Okay. So, what exactly... Can I actually... Oh, never mind. And medium office, yeah. Mainly because I think, mainly because, I have like a, had two prestige, so it opened like new things. Yeah, there's a deal down here for the Las Vegas. Actually, they have like a lot of new things that, but of course we'll get to those later. Since I'm just playing the base game right now. So, tutorials. Disrepair. Learn about keeping your building clean and in good repair. Kinda makes sense, I don't think. Kinda makes sense. We probably don't want a shitty building. Hi, boss. I'm the maintenance supervisor here. Glad you can come over to this apartment building on such short notice. What a mess we have on our hands. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Looks like the previous manager didn't do any building maintenance here. Every rentable space is dirty and there are water stains everywhere and the tenants are unhappy. I need your permission to fix this. So, this will cost us a little bit of cash, but we can get this place fixed up in no time. Click on the top floor apartment. This unit looks like it needs some work. You see the wrench button in the dialog? If the unit is run down, you can use it to order a repair. Click now. Renovation, maintenance office, needs renovation. Okay. Great. Now let's wait for a repair person to come over and fix it. Feel free to speed up the game if you like. We'll continue when they're done. One down, few more to go. Fortunately, we have a lot of cash laying around, so we can call in a massive renovation of all units. Let me show you how. First, start by clicking on the maintenance office over here in the basement. Okay. Maintenance office, here you can order renovations to multiple tenant units, either narrowed down by one type or all units that need work. Click on the highlighted button to renovate all the units. Yeah, renovate. Ooh. Renovations are scheduled. You'll see the maintenance crew going to each tenant and doing the repairs. It costs us a pretty penny, but it's much faster than ordering repairs one by one. You can watch your crew go around and do repairs and then click continue when you're ready. Let's speed it up. I might need to get these. Oh, there we go. There's one more thing that your apartments needed, and that is trash bins. Apartments and restaurants tend to produce a lot of trash and recyclables. Makes sense. We have some space on the floor that's just going to... We have some space on each floor that's going to be just right for trash bins. Click on the infrastructure building at the bottom. Trash. We have several trash and recycling options here. Select the trash bin from the menu. I guess we're probably going to need like one of these. I'm guessing we're probably going to need some trash on each floor, depending on what kind of rooms are on the floors. Finally, place the trash bin in the highlighted space on the top floor so that the apartments on this floor can use it. Well done. Well done. This floor is all set. Now repeat and place a second trash bin in the below the first one. We'll continue once you place it. Alright. Now this will make our residents much happier. Now there's one more step we need to follow. Trash bins need to be emptied to a central collection facility. Let's place one now. Fortunately, we have a lot of room for that in the basement. Click on the infrastructure button again, and then click on the trash tab again. So Who we have? Alright, trash bins get emptied into the trash collection room located in the basement. This time, select a trash room from the menu. This is a collection facility for the trash bins in your building. So, alright. Now place the trash room in the basement. We have more than enough space for it. Boom. Alright, great. Once this is built, our maintenance crew will be able to collect the trash from each floor and empty it out into this collection room as needed. This place looks much better than it did when we found it, doesn't it? It only goes to show what a little bit of repair and maintenance can... Only goes to show a little bit of repair and maintenance can go a long way to keep the tenants happy. Actually, I want to see them. There they go. There they go. There's a... Yeah. Its problem is it's negative 100 a day. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Let's continue. I'm not entirely sure if those get emptied or if you have to empty... I don't know. I'm pretty sure you might have to empty those somewhere else or something, but I don't... Like I said, I'm going to try and start this off small. And we'll see. We'll see as the game goes on. Why are you popping up in the middle of my game here? There's a stupid little pop-up. Okay, user interface. Popping up one. Even though I could have sworn I told it. Maybe that was something else. Maybe that was something else. I told not to interfere when I was playing my games. Alright, learn about the user interface and how to get detailed gameplay information. Alright, sounds good to me. Hello again, boss. Now that you're familiar with your building, let me introduce you to all the different user interface elements. You can use them to get more information about the building and to manage your business more efficiently. This might take a few minutes. Ready? Let's start from the build menu. You already know how to build things, but let's look at the other buttons and displays. On the lower left, down here. On the lower left-hand side are the speed controls. There you can pause the game or run it at regular or high speed. This large display shows you how much cash you have. You can click it to get a more detailed budget breakdown. Go ahead, I'll wait. Then click continue when you're ready. That's this thing. So. Rent revenue is 11,020. Operating costs. We're not making that much money on this in this building. We're spending more, but whatever. Right next to it is the loans button. Click on it. When you're short on your dough, this is the place you can go to take out a loan. Close this. The problem is, I don't know if I actually want to do that. And then have payback, not have the money. Payback, not have the money, and then the game end because I was complete shit at it. Next to your cash display, we have the prestige counter. Having high prestige is one of the most important things in the real estate business. It makes our building attractive to high-end tenants and opens up some interesting business opportunities. Thank you. Below that, we have two population. Oh, they do have two population. Okay. We have two population counters. The local population counter shows the number of people living or working in your building, while the visitor counter shows how many people come from the city to patronize your business. Next is the buzz counter. Buzz comes from happy visitors. Once you have enough, you can use it to start a media campaign. Next is the influence counter. This is an important one. Once you have enough influence, you can hire consultants to help you manage your building better and unlock all sorts of building improvements. Influence comes from happy tenants, but it accumulates pretty slowly. Then we have the variety of buttons for building, construction, and maintenance. But you already know how to build things, so I'll let you explore them later. For now, let's move on. There are two special buttons worth mentioning in detail. First, the button will let us examine what contracts we signed with the city, or some new contracts are available. Go ahead, click it. Alright. Contracts from the city are a good way to earn some extra cash. Feel free to practice setting a contract, and then close the dialogue, and we'll continue. So, need more people. City wants, and this is proof of concept. Okay, so there. Second, I have a surprise for you. We're one of the first companies in the business to utilize an electronic data processing machine. The system is called the ADA 360. It's a cutting-edge data tabulation machine. Click on the button to select it. We splurged and got the high-end model with 8 KB of memory. People say this technology will revolutionize everything. Feel free to run a report or two, and then time revenue, daily expenses. Yeah, like I said. Budget details. Okay, cool. Now, in the upper left-hand corner, we have some visualization aids. The first one shows a variety of different heat map overlays. Feel free to try them and then click continue and we'll move on. So, we have the satisfaction. They're not very happy, by the way. Our employees seem unhappy, yeah. Yeah, not, but profitability, aesthetics, view, traffic, elevators, noise. You don't, if you have apartments, you don't want the apartments around the noise areas. Smells, which I'm guessing, yeah, smells come from, I can't imagine you probably want the trash and grime. And second button shows your utilities and how they're hooked up. Utilities will be a solid pulsating line when they're active and dash lines when they're inactive. You can try them now, then click continue when we're ready. Yep. Everything looks like it's active. Except for down here, but then of course I don't know why the hell you need this shit down here when that's where your when that's where your closets and such, or your like a transformers and your switchboards and stuff are. But I don't think any of the things in the basement actually will require like phone lines and shit. The third button shows the construction view. I can probably get rid of that. The third button shows the construction view of the building, along with the statistics and its dimensions. The grid covers the entire buildable area, which is probably the easiest to zoom out. Okay, so yes. And this is how high you can build. And this is how wide you can build. There are ways, of course, to make that bigger, but I think that's one of the things you have to get influence for. Alright. Finally, the buttons in the lower right corner control the game itself. You can adjust the game options, save the game, and exit to the game menu. About that for a whirlwind tour of the interface. There are a few more elements that we haven't seen, but that's no problem. If you ever need a hint about the interface element, just hover your mouse over it, and an info box will appear with additional information. And I think we're done here. The tutorial is over. Actually, I'm probably going to call it a stream here. I did want to start, but I want to go onto the workshop and see about getting some more buildings or getting some more rooms before I actually start a new game. So I'm going to call it a stream. It's definitely shorter than usual, but next time I play this, we'll actually get started on building a high-rise, building a actual building. We also have scenarios here from the looks of it. We have like scenarios here, but I might give these a try. But for right now, I like to play when I come back, I'd like to play the sandbox. I think the new game is sandbox, of course, the scenarios and such, but I'll save that for next time. I just kind of wanted to get through the tutorial, and say that, yeah, I'm going to start this too. I'm going to try. I think I might have one more new game I want to play, then I'm going to probably see about finishing up some of the other ones. I still need to complete Cuphead and Sonic Mania for 2. two things. Those are just two things. Of course, I need to finish FNAF 2. I don't know when the hell that's ever going to happen, especially since Withered Bonnie's being a pain in the ass, but whatever. Alright, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.